What's going on, guys? Rods Over Bricks here. So this is not the typical RC content that you guys are used to on my channel, but this is what I do on a day-to-day. I have a little repair shop, and usually when a car comes in with these really foggy headlights, just as a little courtesy, I always like to polish them, and I figured I'd show you guys what I do because it's real simple, real easy, and you really don't need any special tools. So first off, we're going to start with just cleaning the lenses using a little bit of glass cleaner and a paper towel or a rag, anything, just to make sure there's no dirt or dust. And then we're going to take some 2000 grit sandpaper, give it a tri-fold, and make sure you cut your sandpaper, don't rip it. It'll change the profile of the grit, and that's not something you want. So anyways, we're going to use more of that glass cleaner, Windex, even soapy water is just fine. Make sure that you use the palm of your hand when you're sanding. That way you don't get these little finger streaks. Yeah, you don't want to dig in your fingers up here like that. You'll kind of see those streaks towards the end. Anyways, you're just going to kind of keep wetting it down, making sure everything stays nice and wet. And you're going to want to listen as well. If you hear like a high-pitched, gritty sound, that means you got a piece of dirt between the sandpaper and the headlight lens, and you really don't want that. So just keep it wet, keep listening, and just keep sanding away until the whole surface has a nice, dull sheen to it. After about a minute or two of sanding, I like to dry it all off and take a look at it, and we still got some splotchy spots, so we're going to go ahead and just keep on sanding it. So we're going to reapply some more Windex and keep sanding it some more. And with that all done, we're looking pretty good. Now we're going to take some regular automotive polishing compound, and I couldn't find my buffer, so what I'm going to show you is it by hand. We're just going to put some on a microfiber, and if you really rub it in hard, you don't need a buffer or a sander or anything like that. And you can have a nice little glaze. It takes a while doing it by hand, maybe 10 minutes a headlight. But for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and use a DA sander for a couple of reasons. I figure more people would have a DA sander than they would a rotary buffer. And this does the job just fine. A buffer does do it a little bit quicker, but it also has a little bit more risk in grabbing parts of the grill or burning through the paint. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and give it a good polish. And I'm using a pretty soft foam pad, making sure that it stays nice and clean. And with that, we could wipe it off and take a good inspection of what we got. You still might see some little areas that are sanded and not quite polished back up to a sheen. So you might have to go over a couple of spots multiple times, but it takes maybe 5 or 6 minutes in total polishing to get it all done. And once we're all done with that, I take some turtle wax or some low-cut polishing compound, put it on a rag, and start wiping it away. And put it on another microfiber, and just dab a little bit onto the microfiber itself, and I just rub it in there pretty hard. I don't apply it like typical wax where you, rub it on, wait a few minutes, rub it off. And with that all done, it just looks fantastic. I mean, it's a huge difference. And I'm trying to catch all the angles and lights, that way you guys can see that, this is a super good, quick, cheap thing you could do. And boy, does it look a whole lot better. And I'm up close. I'm trying to use the macro lens on my phone here, and I'm just super pleased with it. And it's kind of nice knowing that you could do this with just one sheet of sandpaper, a little bit of Windex, and some elbow grease. No special tools are needed if you do it by hand, and just look at the difference, man. It's just crazy. And so for this headlight here, I'm going to go ahead and do this on a little time lapse just to show you guys how quickly it gets done. Now, I did speed up, of course, the time lapse, so it's extra fast. But I want to say it was probably a 10-minute procedure. That way you guys can see it in real time, see that I'm not changing out the headlight for another nicer one. And here we go. And that's all there is to it, guys. Just a little bit of polishing compound and a couple of rags, some Windex, and sandpaper. You are set and ready to go. And just look at that difference. I mean, it is just much nicer. Now, there is a really quick, cheap way I didn't show in this video, but if you take a little bit of WD-40 and put it on a rag, you can actually wipe the headlight down without sanding, and it makes it a little bit clearer. This is, I think, a much better way to do it, of course. And that's about all it gets. And as always, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.